Welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin, and in today's video I would like to show you how I made the music for this wonderful Christmas trailer of Bianca and Nerone to friends of mine, to actors, to mimes from Italy. There will be a series of these trailers that are for the shows that they are doing as mimes, and they've chosen me to make the music for these trailers. I'm really happy for this collaboration. And I would like to show you now what exactly I did with these 31 tracks to make the music for this project. Obviously, in Corona times, you don't have real person meetings, so everything goes via video calls, WhatsApp, and whatsoever. So we had a briefing, and they told me that they wouldn't like to have too much of known Christmas songs in it. So they wanted to have something that reminds you of Christmas songs or something that is known, but it shouldn't be only Jingle Bells and Silent Night and whatsoever. And it should have been happy, because my very first cue was quite emotional, quite maybe even sad, maybe just, to think. And they said, no, we would like to have it happier. So this is what I came up with. At the end of the video, I will show you the whole trailer, how it ended up. And so let's dive into it. At the beginning, I start like this. Even if it doesn't look like, there is already a whole lot of stuff going on. So, what I've used a lot for this is Lumina from Project Sam, because their stories, they are really good already out of the box. So I do have here the fairy dust. What a wonderful, inspiring sound. Yes, we all can take a harp and a vibraphone and a glockenspiel and layer them up ourselves, of course. But if you have a library like this, where you just, get the ideas, you click through the stories, and then you end up with something like this out of the box, that's a time saver. This is why we use those libraries. I do have here the shimmering. The shimmering in this case is an incredible story. Where you have many things. I just used it for the bell tree. I had something different at the beginning. At the end, I just left the bell tree in it. I do have from Lumina the Hold Your Breath. Which is a choir, and Symphobia and Sordino and the elven voices. Really warm. Then I have another story, which is from Mystery, the Into Darkness, contributing this. Which at the end is just, strings. Nice string sound. And I do have here from Symphobia the Sordino strings. I have them included at the beginning for this very warm sound. Before these tremolo strings get into it, and to don't have it too static maybe, but to have some movement in it, I even took the pizzicato here from always Symphobia. At the moment, these are just my go-to libraries, because if you do a whole lot of projects, the better you know your libraries, the better you know your instruments, the faster you can work, because you just you know the sounds, you know how they behave, you know how to program them. So I do have here the pizzicato. That's more or less the beginning. I would say the big star of the beginning in this case is this incredible. Yeah, okay, here I do have even from the Orchestral Essentials the small violins and viola patch, a sound that I really love, that I really use often. Just some high notes which are really subtle, really fragile, because yeah, it's a small ensemble. But as I said before, the big star for sure is the majestic horn. This one is incredible. It costs $2 or €2. That's even so incredible. It's by Organic Samples. And listen to that horn. Listen to that horn. That's really... Which then at the end I double up with the flute. So yeah, that was the first part. Quite nice, quite slow to get you into this Christmas mood. Then obviously things start to get a little more moved. So, what is going on here? I have now the piano playing, so here's... Then I do have the woodwind shorts from Symphobia. They are doing just this. You see some notes. I do have the brass muted shorts. Even this very nice orchestral color. And even they just put some points, some accents. And I do have here a woodwind run from the old Symphobia. When I did this trailer, the new Symphobia version wasn't available yet, so I couldn't use the time-synced runs that you find now in the new Symphobia. So I just had these runs, and I needed to place them, you know, to slide forwards and backwards until you see they're not really on the bar, until they are in sync. Now I have the new Symphobia, now they're time synced. I will speak about this in 2 minutes. The Symphobia short strings, they kick in. Just to have some movement, and from the Symphobia I do have the strings and the Symphobia trumpets. And let's speak first about the strings, what they do afterwards then when they start here. There was another run, and I do have, yeah, but that's nearly the second part here from the Symphobia. I replaced this for the video. This is the new Symphobia, the Marcato Sustain. Just for the video, even to show you the difference between the look of the old Symphobia and the look of the new Symphobia. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, that's just Project Sam. Look what they did to the library. It's still the same library, but it looks completely different and it feels completely different, obviously. Then another detail here, I wanted to have a string run. And the only string runs that I had have been the ones from Albion 1. And I can't manage to get them time synced. Even if in the manual there's written they're time synced, they're not. So I had them, and even there, you know, it's just forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. Now, for Christmas, I received, as you may know, the adaptive runs from Project Sam, and that's so cool because I already have the video from Pandora where I talked a lot about these time sync features. So now you just press a key and you can tell here how long it needs to last. So if we get to this bit, I switch this off, and then you see, it just stops exactly at the downbeat or 4 beats or whatever. So wonderful, wonderful library. These adaptive runs, if you need orchestral runs and you just would like to have these runs. Time synced, okay? Didn't have them at the time. Now I do have them. And I think that's it for this bit. No. I forgot some details. I do have the Glockenspiel here from Glockenspiel ist ein deutsches Wort, da kann man auch Glockenspiel sagen, oder? The Glockenspiel from the Orchestral Essentials 1. Wonderful instrument for Christmas. And I do have, yeah, one at my actual favorites, the bell tower from Lumina. I said this already in another video, that's so insane that you have a bell tower in Lumina. Which for Christmas, that's incredible. And another library that I discovered, which is really, really nice, the slide bells from Fracture Sounds, because with those you have the two key switches on and off. They are time synced. Then you just press a key. You see, and they go time sync. That's really, really nice. I love them a lot, and even they just add this Christmas flavor to the song. Then the whole thing gets a little more into the swing domain. I used the drums here from the studio drummer. Just played in a very, very simple beat, so nothing too fancy. With the brass shorts from Symphobia, already those two together give a nice beat. Okay. Even here I do have the pizzicato for a bass line. I do have the Symphobia strings. As I said before, I have the trumpets and the horns marcato. I do have here just some trumpets. And the Glockenspiel, the bell tower. Oh, from Pandora. From Pandora, by the way, I do have here some cymbal rolls. Finishing on the downbeat. Yeah, time synced, because it's a time saver. It's a huge time saver. If you just press the key, you record it, and then you say you have to last until. It saves you time. And if you start to get in one project a week, I mean, these are small projects. This is not the big screen movie, but one of those a week, you just need to have an output like this. And there are libraries that really give you the possibility to work that fast. And even that's one of my advices: know your libraries. Don't buy one after the other. Take one library and know it really into detail to work fast with it. If you would like, to work with this. If it's fun, if it's a hobby, that's okay. But if you would like to have a certain output, then you need to know your libraries. One thing that I do here now, I switch, just to show you here even maybe, the tempo. I do have a tempo at the beginning of 85. It's really slow, it's really soft. Then I go up to 110. 4/4 to 3/4 to a waltz for this. Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish the Merry Christmas. Obviously, as you can hear, there's the piano. There are some woodwind shorts. And the woodwind shorts is a very nice patch from the Symphobia, which is the staccato woodwinds with the xylophone. This is why they sound a little, maybe even like a cartoon, which matches perfectly, in my opinion, even with the images of those two mimes. They're not taken at Christmas too seriously, obviously. So I think this sound was just perfect. I do have the pizzicato, the Glockenspiel and the Glockenspiel, the Glockenspiel und den Kirchenturm. And then there comes the big final. The tempo goes back down again to 90. And what did I do here at the end? I go up with the piano, ending on the A and the C major chord, and then, surprise, surprise, let's see if you can figure out what song this is. Okay, the bells here, they continued as they didn't get their key switch to turn off. So that's just the end of Silent Night. So we closed the whole thing with a tiny little bit of Silent Night even. And then the very last pictures in their video, there have been two flashes to like... I can show you here maybe. You see them again and them again. So I wanted to have something to end even a little like, not a clown. It's not really a clown. I don't have the right word now in mind. Wie ein kleiner Schelm. And for this I used the Viola Untamed from Westwood. I will talk about Westwood a lot the next weeks. Their libraries are incredible. They are the most inspiring libraries I think that I have discovered by the end of 2021. Incredible what they have to offer on your dish. Because they're not the traditional libraries, they're not the traditional sounds, they are completely different, they're completely improvisations. And so listen to this. And now try to program something like this with your solo viola library from doesn't matter whom. Well, leave me in the comments if you have an idea what else can do something like this. If not, maybe the older violin and the older cello. If not, I don't know any library with these variations, improvisations. Incredible. And I think that's it. I think we are through. Just one thing, as I'm talking about Westwood, I remembered that Brian from the QTube provided me these libraries. He was provided by Westwood, and Brian asked me from a composer side to give my opinion about them. This is how I received them. And the Score Relief 2022 is alive. Go on the website of the QTube, check it out. It's a wonderful, incredible competition. This is how I met 1 year ago Brian, how I met the QTube. Even me, I had my entry to the Score Relief. It taught me a lot. I have this video where I show how to make set the markers for scoring to movie and everything. The prizes are insane this year. The judges are insane this year. So check out Score Relief 2022. You find all the information on the website of the QTube. And I think that's it from my side. I hope you like videos like this where I just show some real world projects where I did, and how I did, what I did. You will find other videos like this very soon on my Patreon page. In the description, there's the link if you would like to support me. It will be very much appreciated. I would like to level up even the quality of the videos, the quality of the audio, and all this stuff. So if you would like to support me, there's the link to the Patreon. And on the Patreon, you will find exclusive videos that won't be published on YouTube, where I just show these walkthroughs of jobs that I did, where I explain, what exactly I did track by track and why, and all the effects and this stuff. And I think that's it. If you like videos like this, even on YouTube, and you haven't subscribed yet, then just subscribe to my channel. Make good music always. Have a wonderful time. See you in the next video then. Bye bye.